What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Wednesday, March the 16th, 2022, and we're going to talk about something that we did last night in a platform called Troy Investor. We are continuing to learn more and more each day about Troy Investor, and I have some more information to share with you today. Before I get started in talking about Troy Investor, I want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's been cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more, nothing less. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Let's get on into it. I'm going to share my screen. And one thing that I want to share with you guys is, most of you know that I have two accounts in Troy Investor because you're allowed to do so. I have one account that was my starter account, right? I built out, something solid in that account, and then I said I'm going to start building the next level. So I created another account for myself on the second level, and I started building out that level, in which I now have 27 active partners, 35 are directly under me, and that's pretty cool. So we have our team trade balance going up, my personal trade balance going up. We've earned from the TRP, which is just our passive earnings, but we've also earned from the introduction bonus and advisory bonus, which we have talked about in our previous videos on Troy Investor. Now, what I want to share with you guys is that I did a withdrawal for the first time yesterday in one of these, and I'm going to do another one in my other account so you guys can see the process. But one thing that I noticed is that I did a $50 withdrawal, and when it hit my wallet, which was 9 hours ago, which I'll show you guys. Let me just show you guys real quick on my Exodus where it hit my wallet, right? You'll see where it says 39.9686, or pretty much 40 bucks, right? So I looked at that, I was like, okay, well, why is it 40 bucks? Shouldn't it be 50, right? So one thing that we talked about in the beginning, but we didn't quite understand, was the FDT wallet, all right? This is a wallet that pretty much is like a security deposit wallet that, as you continue to withdraw or do transfers inside of Troy Investor, it puts a percentage of your transaction away for you, which is still earning money. It's still earning for you. And as a matter of fact, it's released to you after a certain amount of days. I think it's like 260 days, all right? So this $10 that you see in my total FDT wallet is because of the withdrawal that I did, all right? So when I went here and I did withdrawal, and I'll show you my withdrawal history, I did a $50 withdrawal, but it came out to $40, and of course it's successful because it went straight to my wallet, which was good. We did this late last night, and it was there 9 hours ago, which means it almost cleared immediately, to be honest with you. So as we go to the dashboard, we can see this FDT, and I want to see if I can see the FDT history, right? So the FDT history was $10 from withdrawal. I'm going to receive a bonus of $15 from this on the 1st of December, it looks like, of this year. So that's, I guess, 260 days from now. So it's pretty cool that they put that there. They tell you when you can withdraw it, what kind of bonus you'll get. You're going to be getting more than you withdrew, right? That's pretty cool. I like how they set that away. It's almost like a, like I said before, like a security type of deposit, something that can add to the sustainability of Troy Investor, because it's not just pumping out everybody's money. It's putting some of it away to allow it to continue to earn. And then later on down the line, you'll have access to this. And we all hope that Troy Investor lasts long enough to say later on down the line, we have access to this. But what I really want to highlight is the fact that I got my withdrawal, no matter what it was. And, we already talked about it has to be a minimum of 50. That's why I waited for this one, because it got to $50 and I withdrew it. And part of that reason is probably because they put a little bit of it in your FDT balance. So that's pretty cool. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is stop the share as I go ahead and I log into my other account, which we will be doing another withdrawal so I can show you guys pretty much how the withdrawal works. All right, so we're going to be going to my original account, Let's see. Back to Zoom. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. And of course, it looks the same, but this is a little bit different. My team trades are getting close to $10,000. My personal trades is at $19.50. And most of the people in my organization here have went ahead and put money in their account, or I did it for them as a gift. Now, I'm still waiting on, well, I'm not waiting on them. They're probably waiting on me. And these are two people that I see under my referral links all the time. So I'm definitely going to be blessing them with a top up of $150. That's what I'm going to do. So Terrence Coombe, Thomas Ben, TK and TB, shout out to y'all. I've been seeing y'all names for a long time, and you'll see something in there in the next few days or so, if not today. All right. But what I want to do while I'm here, of course, we've been making TRP from this. We've been making introduction bonuses, advisory bonuses, and next up we'll see an appraisal bonus coming soon, I believe, when we reach $10,000 in team trade. However, we're going to try to do a withdrawal. You see, we have $80.82 as a main balance, and you see this FDT wallet has nothing going on here. So if I go to withdrawal, I've already added my addresses and stuff like that. But if you have not added your address, go ahead and click on add address. That's where you will be able to add your crypto addresses. And matter of fact, let's click on it right now so you can see what you can add and what you can withdraw in. You can withdraw in Binance Coin, BEP20, I believe, or BEP2. I don't know if that's right. I don't use it. But Litecoin, USDT, TRC20, which is my favorite to withdraw, Bitcoin, Ripple. And even if you click on Ripple, it'll give you that destination tag part so you can actually withdraw in Ripple. You don't have to do anything extra. They've got Tron, they've got Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, BitTorrent, and Troy, right? So we're going to go to USDT, and we've already added our address, so we don't have to do that. We're just going to go straight to withdraw. I was just showing you guys that as an example. But if we go to USDT TRC, you'll see that my wallet address is right there under it. And it sounds like you can even add multiple TRC addresses if that's what you want to do. But what I want to, well, multiple any addresses, actually. But what we're going to do is we're going to withdraw this $80. We're going to request our OTP code, and I'm going to go ahead and do that on my phone so I can just look straight at my phone and then tap right back in. Let's see, there we go. And we see a code here, so we're going to go ahead and put that in. And it says withdrawal request successfully. So what I'll go do now is I'll look at my dashboard, and as you can see, my FDT wallet has been updated immediately with that $16. If I go to FDT withdrawal history, hold on, let me go to FDT history. There we go. So you'll see that it took its percentage of that, whatever percentage that is. We've mentioned it before. It's just not coming to my head right now. But it took that $16 from that $80, which we can actually just use the calculator and find out what that is. That's 5%, okay? So I did 16 divided by 80. But anyway, what you're going to be getting from that on the 1st of December, well, me anyway, is going to be $24. So that increases over time. I think that's like 150% increase over time. And as we continue to withdraw from this platform, which we hope to continue to be doing, money is going to be put aside in this FDT wallet, and we'll be able to withdraw from it over time. So that tells me that at least the platform is trying to show that they want to last a long time. And I like that, to be honest with you. I also like that these withdrawals don't take too long to come through. And as soon as this next one comes through, we'll see what happens and how long that takes. But the first one literally took less than an hour. So I'm happy to see that, happy to hear about that. I'm happy to be learning more about this FDT wallet scenario. I believe also you get money that's transferred to the FDT if you try to pull from your trading balance, which you have access to, by the way. I want everybody to know you do have access to your trading balance, but you may have to, it may automatically put some money in your FDT part, which to me is like a security deposit fund. It's like a little fund over here that just kind of saves up for you, and then over time you'll be able to withdraw that. So it's been a pretty cool experience here with Troy Investor. Like I said, we're taking the time to kind of build this thing out. I only have 12 direct partners. 10 of them are active right now on my first level. But as you can see, I got 76 partners in total, which is including my downline. So we built out this downline, and then of course in my Bank of Gerald account, which is right under here, we're building out even further. And when I feel like that one's capped out at the place that I'd like it to be, then we'll possibly do another level. It depends on how things grow out. A lot of people that join my platform, they're not necessarily link sharers. They're people that are trying to earn passively. And yes, you can earn passively with this platform. Yes, it will increase. And matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can pull this up just really quickly for you guys so I can show you. I gotta delete some things here. But what I'd like to show you is for those passive people, you can still earn at an increasing rate. So don't think that you have to be a person that is a link sharer for your deposits and your earnings to grow over time. As we've talked about before, I believe it's after like the first 10 days that you're in the platform, it increases. But let's go and let's look at this actual Troy Investor PDF here. All right, so I'm going to click a new share. We're going to jump into this PDF. And I'm going to skip on down right to the good stuff. Skip on down to the good stuff. All right, so as we continue to scroll on down, we all know that there's two ways to be in part of this platform. You can be an investor. You can be what they call an advisor. All right. Once you make your first referral, it's too late. You're an advisor. So just enjoy the ride. But here's the investor part that we were just talking about. So everyone starts off for the first 10 days at 0.5%. All right. For the next 10 days, after that 10 days that's completed, you will go to 0.75%. So as you can see, after these first two 10-day intervals, you're going to be increasing. All right. Then the next level is 1%, then 1.5%, then 2%. Okay. So we've talked about that. If you are just an investor, right, this is how your investment will continue to increase over time. So you have to decide what it is that you want to earn from this platform Sunday through Thursday. Of course, that's when they trade, very similar to IPC. But one thing that IPC does not do is have an increasing daily income. All right. So after this amount of time goes by, you'll start to notice that you'll see an increase in your deposits. I mean, your earnings, right? But the moment that you become an advisor, and here's something that I've been asking about and I got a little bit of clarification on. All right, your partners, first of all, to be an advisor, you only have to have one partner, okay? And you'll start increasing your own TRP. You'll be at 1%, all right? But the person that joins you has to have the same or higher package than you. And that's something that may or may not happen for people because, one, me personally, I increase my package level all the time because I want to earn more all the time, right? So everybody may not be able to put $2,000 in, $5,000 in, or whatever. So this is you, right? Maybe you, when you're out there sharing it with people, you say, hey, consider coming in at this level. I can't tell you what to do, but what you'll notice is that when you have people, did I just hear a ching ching? We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that ching ching. But what you'll notice is that if the people come in at a higher or the same level as you, you're going to continuously see an uptick in your TRP, all right? Now, of course, I haven't had anybody to do that just yet. Nobody's matched me on $2,000 or $1,900 or $1,000 just yet. We've seen some $600. We've seen some $500. People have to come in at their own levels, and that's perfectly fine. That's just one way to get paid, all right? That's just one way to get paid with this increasing TRP as you become an advisor for people that join at the same or higher level than you. That's just one way to get paid. But this introduction bonus, I'm already getting paid on, and the people that put in whatever the earnings are per day, I'm getting 50% of that a day. Do you guys understand the power of that? Whatever people are earning every day, I'm getting half of that a day just for introducing them. Every day, Sunday through Thursday, every day that is trading and earning, we're earning as well. So those of you that are contemplating whether you want to be a link sharer or not, whether this is the life for you, whether making YouTube videos and content about these platforms is for you, you never know how you could blow up a platform. Your charisma could be enough to just have tens of thousands of people wanting to join you. And this is what could happen for you, all right? And then, of course, the advisory bonus, which gets even crazier, you can unlock up to 6 levels just by yourself. If you're a person that has 10K worth of capital, you can put that $2,500 worth of business on your first level, put that $7,000 worth of business on your second level, still have some money left over, and you would have unlocked levels 5 through 6. Well, actually, levels 1, through 6. Matter of fact, levels 3 through 6, because level 1 and 2 are already unlocked, all right? And then, of course, the appraisal bonus, which I believe should be on every person that's watching this video. This should be on your to-do list. Now, we have been in so many platforms that we have gained team business or team volume at a rate of over $100,000, $200,000. We've even been in a platform where we had $2.7 million in turnover. I kid you not. And this platform lasted only 3 months, and it literally just about took all the money from people. Now, I don't say that to put any bad juju on Troy Investor, but what I do say that to say is, with that same $2.7 million in turnover, I could have been making $7 grand a day. A day. A day. Did I mention a day? Did I say a day? Did I say per day? Look at this, guys. At $60,000 in total team business, which I've seen people in IPC destroy this number, all right? Me personally, I'm at over 300,000 in IPC, moving closer to 400,000. But this $60,000 in team turnover is going to give you $225 a day. Are you guys kidding me? Now, there's only one way to find out if this works, is if it actually happens for some of the leaders out there in the space. So if there is a leader out there that is watching this video and you have achieved this, make a video. Show us that it's paying $225, because I'm going to be at $8,000 in business soon, and I'm going to be able to show that $20 a day. Then I'm going to be at that $20,000, and I'm going to show that $50. Then I'm going to be at $30,000, and I'm going to show that $100. Then I'm going to be at $60,000, and when I hit $60,000 making $225 a day, first of all, that's replacing any job that I've ever had's income. I haven't worked in a little while, pandemic and different stuff. I'm a musician full time now. But per day, now we're getting to where we're replacing the gig checks. At $200,000 at senior manager position, you're going to get $1,000 per day. Now that is like, for me, that's like, I'm going to retire. I don't know if I want to do music no more. It's like, nah, I'm kidding. That could never be me. I love music too much. I could never stop. It would only take my music game even higher, because my swag gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? I could pull up in the freshest ride. I'll look like one of the most ballin' musicians that never had a gig that paid over 20 grand. And here I am making $1,000 a day for $200,000 of team business, which is totally doable. Totally doable. And if you want to get crazy, $50,000 a day for $5 million. Now, I'm just jumping around here to different amounts. I did skip the 500,000 here for 3,000 a day, and you guys can see all of that. And I want to note that all of the conditions apply to live business. Okay, so this is what happens with that. All right. So when you have live business, that means there's actual money in there, not what used to be in there, Now, what could be in there was actually in there. And here's how that's calculated, all right? Here's how these numbers here are calculated. From your strongest leg, it's only going to account for 40% of that leg to go to this number here in team volume, all right? So let's say if you have $100,000 in team volume on one leg, you're only going to be able to use $40,000 of that team volume from that one leg to account for the team business, okay? Because it's the strongest leg you have, all right? But these other legs, and you know we're all building wide here, each one of the other legs other than the strongest leg, only the strongest leg gets that knockdown of 20% from the other legs. But the other legs are going to account for 60%. So let's say if you had 150,000 in this one, you have whatever, 40% of that taken out, but you have 100,000 in each one of these. These are going to count for 60,000 each. So that's, I'm just trying to paint the picture here of how that works, how these active legs are accruing, you know, what gets you to these levels. It is a little bit different, but boy, is it worth it, all right? And I'm not going to go into much more in this PowerPoint here, but I want to do one last thing. I want to show you guys how quickly Troy Investor just paid me, y'all. And I had to go and check in on Exodus just to make sure it came from Troy Investor. But as you guys know, we withdrew $80. It took its 5% and put it into FDT. And look at that, you guys. $63 has hit my wallet damn near immediately. I didn't have to wait 24 hours, 48 hours, nothing like that. Of course, as this gets more popular, as this platform becomes more saturated with people who are trying to make their money, just like it was with IPC. When we first joined IPC back in December, it was kind of laying low, but it had already been around for months. It had been around since August. We just found this. It just launched not too long ago. I think in the fourth quarter of 2000. Let me see on their roadmap here. They do have their roadmap in their PowerPoint presentation. And it says Troy Investor Network. Let's see. Launching the Troy Investor app. That's coming soon. Troy Investor Start NFT. This Troy Investor Network says it starts in 2020, launching the Troy Investor app for Android 2021. So I think this platform has been around for a good little while. Based on their Troy Investor roadmap that I'm looking at right now, and I will share with you guys just briefly because I don't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to get this out there. There's a lot we covered today. We covered FDT, we covered a little bit of, well, we covered withdrawal first. Then we covered a little bit of FDT and how we are learning about FDT and what it's doing and setting some capital aside from our withdrawals and transfers so that we may be able to use it at a later date and we still have something growing and accruing for us. All right, that's a pretty big deal. All right, and we can always decide to just throw that back in or do whatever we want to do. But the fact that we withdrew it and minutes later, literally while I'm on the same video that I did the withdrawal on, we're getting paid from Troy Investor. So with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets because crypto is the wild, wild west. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. I will see y'all on the next one. This is Troy Investor doing this thing. It is paying damn near instantly, and we love to see it, all right? I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.